Trigger warning, some of you are not going to like what I have to say. Hello everyone, I am Mecha Random 42, the one, the only, the original, your favorite YouTube consumer advocate, Harpy. What are we harping on today? Well, games journalism, for one. And I do want to stress, under no circumstances do we want to contact, tweet at, clap back to, one up any of the people that I'm referencing in this video. Even though I did one myself, but that's because I'm on the receiving end of a lot of these and I can sympathize. I'm actually on the receiving end on both sides from time to time of this. This is why this video will not be 100% everybody agreeing with me completely. But if you do still enjoy my content and enjoy somebody who doesn't always give you the exact same echo chamber, please like, subscribe, share. I really, really appreciate it. And since the quartering hit his 1 million subscribers milestone, congratulations to you. This is not a hate video on the quartering by any sense of the word. Please don't think that. I'd love to get 100,000. Please, please, please. Just hit 60. Thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate it. Now on to the video. So, the quartering made a video on the Cyberpunk reviewer here who didn't even finish the game. What did she do? Well, she didn't do any of the side quests. She didn't do any of the crafting. He made a video and she even admitted it.
There's a lot of stuff on the periphery that I was just like, I am never going to use this. Like, I crafted like one thing. There's like a whole crafting interface and like all this crafting stuff. I barely touched it. So
she barely touches the crafting stuff, right? She just barely touches the crafting thing. I barely touch crafting in a lot of these games too. Not gonna lie.
You know, like in Red Dead Redemption 2, you would like walk by something and it would be like an emergent thing happening and you could interact with it. There's stuff kind of like that, but it was just like, help the cops catch these criminals. And I was like, what if I don't want to help the cops? And then I would just drive away.
Yeah. So she doesn't do the side quest. She doesn't do the little pop-up scenarios. That's basically what she's saying. She didn't actually complete a lot of the game. It looks like there's one of these games where you just have a million things that you want to go off and do, side quests, missions, whatever. So she, for the most part, played, it looks like, the bulk of the game, the main quests, the main story campaign stuff, and didn't do a lot of the side stuff, like the I've been playing a lot of Yakuza Like a Dragon lately, and I'm 30 hours in, I'm on chapter 5, but I've been doing a lot of just wandering around, grinding, and looking at all the food places in fake Tokyo, right? That's my enjoyment of it. I think I've crafted one thing that I didn't use because I decided that the Hitachi was a more fun weapon, and then I got kind of sidetracked and stuff, but that's Yakuza Like a Dragon. Do I think she should have probably played a few of them before she made the review? Yes, absolutely. She probably should have done a few of them. What are they mad at? Well, they're mad because of semantics, it looks like. It looks like they're mad at the quartering for using I mean, I don't want to call it clickbait, but there's a thumbnail that says, oh, she didn't play it, click, what happened, right? And that's what I'm going to try and do here is give you guys a thumbnail that's going to make you say, oh, what did Mecha say about the quartering? And I'm not really calling him out, you know, for anything other than maybe semantics, because she did play the game, she just didn't complete it. Should have she played it a little bit more before she reviewed it for IGN? Probably. It's not IGN, it's GameSpot. They're all the same. They're all the same garbage. Low tier, you know. I'm in the middle. Speaking of low tier journalism, I'm in the middle of editing a video from my epic live rant yesterday and trying to condense it down into something a little more cohesive, where they decided that it was transphobic for some reason in Cyberpunk and that was more important than focusing on the gameplay, the mechanics, the story, the immersion, you know, all the things that people the graphics. Yeah, that stuff is a little bit more important to an actual gamer than some garbage BS crap about who's sleeping with who and who identifies as what and what their junk is like and what their label is attached to their voice. Oh, that's another side tangent. If you want me to rip that into one, definitely tell me in the comment section below. So please, please, please subscribe. I already said that, didn't I? This is like 5 takes in. This is something I can't condone here, and it's not the quartering doing it. It's the journos that are piling on him now all of a sudden. You got people like Jeff Grubb, and please don't contact any of these people. I gave it a lower score. Why isn't this about me? Oh, right. Hating a woman is more profitable. He's not saying anything about her gender. He's not just targeting and specifically setting out to correct a female whamming gamer. All right. That's not the case. And as somebody who does get on the receiving end of a lot of these journalists, right, I've had them screenshot after specifically seeking out Captain People videos from me about a certain actress.
Did you see people?
No one asked you. Deciding that every single video I make is about her. And now, of course, I have to bring her up because they've done that. And it's been Zachy Hansen, who has been affiliated with the HuffPost, by the way. That's one of them. But YouTube blocked that video of mine. And I've had run-ins with some of these people on other sites. People from The Independent deciding that they didn't like my response to something that one of their journalists wrote about dating and gender identity issues and things like that. They didn't like that, and they said I was mocking them and that I hurt their feelings. Wah! Too bad. Grow up. Life's tough. Get a helmet. I get it all the time, and if I have to get it, they do too. Oh, wait. They get to play the victim card because they're on the right side of history, right? Is that it? Is that the case? So this crap, because you didn't publicly admit to not playing large sections of the game. That's why he didn't go after you. That's why. And she did. She flat out admitted to not playing large sections of the game. This isn't like when a certain YouTube channel decided that I reviewed a movie that I didn't, which I flat out said I didn't watch and didn't review. By the way, the movie's Black Panther. I still haven't seen it, and I haven't reviewed it either yet, by the way, because I was a gaming channel back then when that came out, and I was too focused on Star Trek Discovery and focusing and incorporating that into my channel. But these people don't understand. These people don't get. They just immediately go to, oh, you're an ist, you're a phobe, you're a misogynist. It's when I see stuff like this that, of course, I'm going to chime in, and I shouldn't be doing it. I really, really shouldn't be. But if you're going to harass and attempt to get content creators deplatformed because you don't like what they have to say, and you know what? You can argue semantics, that it's a little misleading, just a slight little bit misleading. That she did play the game, and you know, I'll be the first to say it. Yeah, she did play the game. She just admitted to not playing massive chunks of it before giving it a review. That's more of a question of journalistic integrity and ethics to me, as far as why she didn't, I don't know, complete the game, why she would be allowed to even review something that she didn't actually play a good chunk of. But then you could also say, well, that's part of the review too. Because I've had people come to me and criticize me for saying I zoned out of an episode of Discovery. For saying, oh, well, I can't take your review seriously. That is my review. It was hard to pay attention to, and I zoned out on major chunks of it because it wasn't entertaining. So you could take it either way with her. But the fact that you have specific harassment, slander, libel, that's not a lie. That's a little bit of a sensationalism. Look, you horrific constant liar. And you work for IGN. Well, Lucy O'Brien, you really didn't need to respond like that. You could have had a little bit more integrity and said, hey, it's a little misleading. Because that is. And I don't want to call out the quartering. I like his content quite a bit, and I completely understand why he put a thumbnail like that. I get it. And this isn't an anti-quartering video, and this is why I put a trigger warning on there, because I know people are going to think, but you're calling other. I'm really not. I don't think I am in any way. I'm just going to kind of disagree and say, yeah, she did play the game. She didn't finish it. It's a little crappy there, and you could easily say, yeah, she didn't play it enough for a qualified review, especially when she's working for GameSpot. She's working for a third-party company who's paying her money to review it on their behalf. It's like when I'm reviewing something, I'm just working for me, right? I'm just working for, hey, this is what I did, this is what I thought. And this is why I don't review a lot of stuff, too. This is why I talk more about articles, and I talk more about Twitter drama, and I talk more about the corporate politics and the behind-the-scenes garbage. So I probably won't even be reviewing. I probably won't play Cyberpunk unless it goes super duper cheap, where people like say, hey, here's a gift copy. Please review this. And then I'll probably just stream it for you guys and give you my impressions that way. But then again, I'm not working as a game reviewer. That's not my only job. That's not my only thing to do. So for somebody like this whose entire career is a games reviewer, to not finish it and play it, I can't understand how that's an excuse. That's your entire existence, right? For me, I'm like moving on to 27 other things. I got to do a Cobra Kai video right after this, and then Star Trek, and then finish editing the other, and then it'll be Friday, and then I'll be streaming, and then I'll be... So my whole entire existence isn't a video game reviewer. That's not my entire career, right? I don't just focus on the video games. So I don't know what their excuse is. And I don't know if she's doing like 27 other jobs, if she just doesn't care that much. I don't know if I would take her review as seriously, but for somebody like me, I would look at the game, look at the reviews. I would look at a few different ones. Okay, you got the one that's just pissed off because it doesn't have trans characters that you can identify with or whatever. I'm not identifying with anybody in video games anytime soon. Don't complain to me. Don't at me. And then you've got one who says, oh, I couldn't finish it because I didn't really feel interested or inclined. I didn't want to chase down all of these criminals. I didn't want to help the cops in this side quest. I wanted to go to the main quest. Oh, there's all this crafting stuff that I didn't bother doing. That's kind of how I might play the game. You know, I might skip all the crafting. I might not do all the side quests. I wish she would have done one or two of them so she knew what the crap she was talking about at least. But I can take her review and then I can look at somebody else's and I can look at people I know in my community playing it. And of course, I should not have tweeted back or clapped back at this journalist, but sometimes you get a little tired of it. You people really need to be better at your jobs. Stop acting like victims all the time and stop proving how much of a laughing stock corporate journalists are. You know, or else. I don't think that's supposed to be me, but I kind of like that. I do use the writing crop for emphasis if you are new here. So yeah, shout out to the quartering. I might kind of disagree with the thumbnail being a little clickbait, just a little clickbaity, a little misleading, just a tiny bit. But she did kind of admit she didn't play the whole thing. So he's not really lying. It's just, that's what they're mad about. And they're using this as an excuse to get him deplatformed. They're using this as an excuse to silence critics for calling out their garbage tier journalism. That's all this boils down to. And I'm tired of this crap from these people. They give it to me, they give it to him, they give it to all of us who have any opinions. And you know what, journalists, if you're not going to do your jobs, if you're not going to have the integrity, it does not give you the right to be a bunch of crybabies going around trying to get people canceled because you don't like what they have to say, right? Because I get it all the time. And what happens? I clap back. I go right to them. I will quote tweet and I will argue because that's what I do. I got to stand up to the people who try and do this crap. And what do they do with me? Well, because I am LGBT and I am a woman. And they don't like that when you're an LGBT woman and you disagree. If you are not part of the cancel culture, alt-left wackadoo hate mob, what do? They cancel you, they bully you, they try and silence you, they try and criticize you, they try and shame you, shun you, and then they just hide you. They just shadow ban you. That's one of the things that they do if you are somebody who uses every single tactic back at them. I have used the whamming card. I have used the LGBTQ plus, even though I'm only the B in the alphabet, so it's okay, boys. It's fine. That just makes the fantasy hotter. But yes, I will use that because that is what they respond to, because that is their tactic. And they don't like that. So that's why I'm making this video. I'm not using it to call out the quartering. I am a fan of his channel. I do watch him and I am a viewer. So congrats again. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I am MechaRandom42 and I will see you guys on the next video, live stream, or wherever. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.
holy missing relatives.